Hi guys, so we're now up to grade 2. So interestingly enough, 2 of the questions are repeated from entry level. So we will add the entry level videos in after the new grade 2 question. Describe the location of the scenes. So that one you've already done in entry and you've done it in grade 1, but we will include the video after this one to tell you how to answer it. Now, in entry in grade 1, they asked you outline the feelings of the character in the scene. Now they're saying give an overview of how the character is feeling in the scene. Because we answer it in such depth in the first place, I think you're fine to go ahead and do at the beginning the character is feeling because, in the middle the character is feeling because. So it's an overview of the whole feelings, but we do that. I get you to do that at entry in grade 1 anyway, because it's good practice for your acting, because the whole point of these questions, guys, is that it enhances your performance. So it isn't just that you get an extra 20%, as nice as that is. You've got to know how that character is feeling so you can show it. So it's no good saying the character feels sad, but you do the whole thing with a smile on your face, because then that's wrong. So think about the feelings. You know, yes, it is linked to, you know, getting 20%, but also the reason we get you to do the beginning, middle and end is because I want you to take me on that character's journey. So you need to know how that character is feeling. So those videos for how the character is feeling and the location will come after this one, because they are the same as entry. So your new question is outline what is happening in the scene. So let me think about, I'm going to do 101 Dalmatians, Cruella de Vil. So what is happening? So Cruella de Vil loves fur. She loves animal fur, and she has stolen many Dalmatian puppies. So she's stolen these puppies and she's hiding them. And in the scene, she turns up at Hell Hall, which is where she's keeping these puppies and where they live. And she's telling Sol and Jasper, who are the 2 people looking after the puppies, that it's getting too difficult. Everyone is searching for these dogs and they need to go, basically. So she's saying to them that now is the time, that the puppies have got to be, have got to be gotten rid of, because she's really, really worried that they'll get caught and get into trouble. So that is what is happening. If we look at, there's a monologue called The Penguin, and the penguin, what is happening in that is there is a little boy and he is in trouble because he has stolen a penguin from the zoo. So in the scene, he is with the police officer and he's explaining why he took the penguin. So what is happening is that he's stolen this penguin. His mum has panicked and has called the zoo, and a police officer's come around to find out why he's taken it. But what we sort of find out is that potentially he's a bit lonely, and that's why he took it. So he saw the penguin in the zoo. He thought it looked friendly. He'd always wanted a penguin. At one point, he says, I wanted something that nobody else had, which sort of shows that maybe he feels a little bit left out. So it's looking at what is happening. It's what's happening in your opinion. It's what you've taken from the text. So at that bit, him saying that line to me sort of says that maybe he feels that everybody else has got stuff and he doesn't have as much as everybody else. So it's taking little clues. As actors, we are investigators. We have to investigate pieces. So you're taking clues from the text and it's all about what you think. What do you think it's about? What do you think what is happening? So you give me the description of how you understand it, and you just say in the scene what is happening, and then you explain. Don't retell the monologue. Put it into your own words what you think is happening and why it's happening. And now what will follow? So we'll put the other entry videos. So the entry questions will come after this one, because you'll also get asked those. Well done. Hello, welcome to Theory with Miss Amy, and today we are going to look at entry level acting. So your first question is outline the feelings of the character in the scene. So let's just say that we are doing Alice in Wonderland, and in the scene she's looking around, she comes across the Mad Hatter and the March Hare, and she decides that she wants to go over to them to say hi. But as she goes over, they tell her to go away. They don't want her to join in what they're doing. Then she ends up sitting down, tells them off a little bit, and they start to talk about riddles, and she says how she likes riddles. And then they don't know the end of the riddle or the joke. So then she gets quite annoyed with them and she ends up leaving. So let's talk about the different journey that Alice goes on. So how we try to break it up is by doing a beginning, a middle and an end. So your answer would go, at the start, my character is feeling because. So let's use that monologue. So we might say, at the beginning, Alice is feeling, and it's whatever you think she's feeling. I think she's quite curious. So I'm going to say curious. She's feeling quite curious because she's found a new part of Wonderland, and she's seen three characters who look like they're having great fun. So she's quite curious and she wants to go and join them. So she goes, and so in the middle, she feels quite angry because they send her away. They tell her that they don't want her to come and sit with them. So in the middle, I think Alice is feeling angry because the March Hare and Mad Hatter aren't listening to her and they don't want her to come and join their tea party. So she feels quite angry because that's not very nice. At the end, she feels a bit confused because they've not been very welcoming, and they keep putting their elbows and not being very kind to the dormouse. So she's had enough. She's a bit confused why, they don't know the ends to their the ends of their poems and the ends of their riddles, because they're talking about riddles. So she feels a bit confused, and then she thinks, oh, I've had enough, I'm fed up, I'm going. So at the end, she feels confused and fed up, and she goes. So we're going through the journey. So, and it can be any emotion that you guys think, as long as you can say why. So she feels happy because. She feels angry because. She feels sad, or he feels sad because. I hope that helps. Okay, entry-level acting part 2. The next question you're going to get asked is the description of the location. Now, this is where you guys can really use your imaginations, maybe spend some time doing a drawing of what you think it looks like so it's easier for you to describe. So basically, it is just a description of where you think your character is. So if I stay with Alice in Wonderland, because I think a lot of you probably know that film, book, story, where is Alice at this point? Well, at this point, she's gone to see the Mad Hatter and the March Hare. So she's in the middle of the woods. It's summer, so there's lots of bright green, there's lots of flowers. It's quite deep, so there's big trees all above her, and the sky is blue, and there's a big sunshine. And there is a table in the middle of like a break in the woods. So where there's a break is like where there's no trees. So where there's no trees, there is a table, and it's laid with a tartan cloth, and it's got lots of teacups on it. And there are characters that are having a tea party. So the location is the middle of the woods in Wonderland on a really sunny day. So it's giving enough description so that the examiner can really picture what's in your head. And what I think would help is to draw it and colour so that you've got an idea of what you're trying to describe. Well done.